Cersei, Walder Frey, the Mountain, Meryn Trant, Cersei, Walder Frey, the Mountain, Meryn Trant.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Big Bro and Little Sis Reacts. I'm Tamaj, and today I'm here with Game of Thrones, Season 5, Episode 2, The House of Black and White. I'm just coming off the season premiere of Season 5. Not too bad. They're preparing for the wars to come. You know, folks are trying to make alliances, trying to settle their homes. Dany's still trying to fix all the craziness happening over there, because she is in control of a lot of territories, and slave masters over here want this, people in her marine area want this, and then there's other people plotting against her, and just so much happening. I just hope she's able to manage everything before it spirals out of control. Her dragons ain't listening, and if people see that, like the one dude said, it's first sign of weakness, folks are gonna strike. So protect her. But Varys and Tyrion are on the way, so we'll see how she accepts them and what she thinks of them. And yeah, I'm going to jump into this one. Full and other reactions are available on Patreon. Let's do it. Bravo! So now I'll get to see Arya.
In old times, whenever Bravo stood in danger, the Titan would step with fire in his eyes. He'd wade into the sea and smash the enemies.
He's just a statue.
Let's see what Braavos has to offer her. Hopefully there's not too much fuckery going on over here. Valar Morghulis.
The House of Black and White. This is where you'll find the man you seek.
It ain't the one that changes faces, is it? I gotta go in by myself?
Thank you for bringing me.
Any man of Bravos would have done the same. Valar Morghulis.
Valar Dohaeris.
Valar Dohaeris.
Hello, Valar Morghulis. Jack and Hagar gave me this.
No one here by that name.
Please. I crossed the narrow sea. I have nowhere else to go.
You have everywhere else to go.
But wait!
So what the fuck? No, that gotta be some sort of test.
Cersei. Walder Frey.
Got a new one for the new season.
Mountain. Meryn Trant. Walder Frey.
Damn, said it all night.
Meryn
Me.
Trant.
This is me when I go to bed,
Cersei.
y'all. She took the red woman out. Don't throw it, you need that. Oh, okay. Just because one person didn't accept it, don't mean...
Ale?
Yes. Oh! Look at that!
Before we left, a maester gave you a raven scroll.
I thought they were going on... I didn't think they would meet up like this.
My mother used
Brienne,
to
you
say,
just gotta open your eyes, they're right there.
An old saying.
Yeah, you recognize him.
My lady.
Sansa.
Sansa Stark. Don't look. She's dyed her hair, but it's her. She's sitting with Peter Baelish.
Littlefinger.
A bunch of knights with him.
Bunch 620.
10, I think. Too many. My lady, I don't think this is the right.
Ready the horses.
We only have one horse.
Find more.
What? Oh, she ready to fight.
The taste.
I didn't think she was
Don't see
going...
what all the fuss is about.
I didn't think this was gonna happen.
Why do men love it so much?
It gives some men courage.
Does it give you courage?
That's fair enough.
Lord Baelish. Lady Sansa. My name is Brienne of Tarth.
We've met with Renly Baratheon. What did he say about you? Your loyalty came free of charge. Someone appears to have paid quite a bit for it since then.
Lady Sansa. Before your mother's death, I was her sworn sword. I gave my word I would find you and protect you. I will shield your back and keep your counsel, and give my life for yours if need be. I swear it by the old gods and the new.
Please, Lady Brienne. No need for such formality. You were Catelyn Stark's sworn sword.
I was.
Strange. I knew Cat from the time we were children. She never mentioned you.
It was after Renly's murder.
Ah, yes. You were accused of killing him,
I tried to save him
but you were accused.
by men who didn't see what happened.
And what did happen?
Yeah, I wouldn't believe it.
He was murdered by a shadow. A shadow with the face of Stannis Baratheon.
A shadow. This woman swore to protect Renly. She failed. She swore to protect your mother. She failed.
I knew they were going to say that.
Why would I want somebody with your history of failure guarding Lady Sansa?
Why should you have any say in her affairs?
Because I am her uncle. I married her Aunt Lysa shortly before my beloved's untimely death. We're family now, and you were an outsider. Forgive me, Lady Brienne, but experience has made me wary of outsiders.
Lady Sansa, if we can have a word alone.
No.
Please, my lady, if I could explain.
I saw you at Joffrey's wedding, bowing to the king.
Neither of us wanted to be there. Sometimes we don't have a choice.
And sometimes we do. You should leave.
We don't want our new
Sansa
friend
both
wandering
declined her
alone. Roads in
protection.
these parts aren't safe.
She's such a good
Why don't you
person.
stay?
So damn near fought to the death for Arya. I don't know if she's gonna do it again. Time to go. These damn situations she keep finding herself in. Ride, Podrick! Ride! Podrick, pay attention! God. But he did split them up, so if you need to stop a fight, I know you can kick their ass. Oh, she just ditched them. Smart gal. Should be able to go protect Podrick if he ain't dead already.
That's a good boy. Come on. Come on.
Can't go back. Fucking horse. God damn it. Acting like the Walking Dead horses. At least he didn't leave you to be impaled. Don't stand in the open. Who the fuck is that? Is that... What the fuck was that gonna do?
Guess that means you're unarmed.
Woo! Yes, Brienne. Yes! Ooh! Right through the nyah. Well, you got yourself a new horse, Podrick. Don't use this one. Pick up a damn sword, please.
Podrick,
Yes, my lady.
you can stand now.
Make with the haste. And get that goddamn horse.
Sansa Stark.
Wary of strangers as you should be. I saw her riding on the East Road with Littlefinger. We'll follow them.
My lady, if both Stark girls refused your service, maybe you're released from your vow.
I swore to their mother I would protect those
And
girls.
if they don't want your protection,
Do you think she's safe with Littlefinger?
no, my lady.
Get your horse.
She said she would die for this mission. And she meant it.
There are only two like it in the world. The one I'm wearing, the one I gave to Marcella.
It's a threat.
Of course it's a threat. Our daughter's alone in Dawn, surrounded by people who hate our family.
Yeah, you did just have this
It's a
other
threat.
one killed, so... I mean, he volunteered, but...
No note.
They blame us for the death of Oberyn and his sister, and every other tragedy that's befallen their cursed country. I will burn their cities to the ground if they touch her.
Softer. Not so loud.
Our daughter's in danger, and you're worried I'm speaking too loudly.
Well, no, she's our daughter.
You forgot.
Then don't call her your daughter. You've never been a father to her.
If I was a father to any of my children, they'd be stoned in the
What
streets.
was your caution brought? Our eldest child murdered at his own wedding. Our only daughter shipped off to Dawn. Our baby boy set to marry that smirking whore from Highgarden.
Cersei's just miserable.
I'm gonna make things better.
You've never made anything better.
I'm going to Dawn. And I'm bringing our daughter home.
You can't just ask Prince Doran to give her back. She's promised to his son.
I'm not going to ask him anything.
You go down there with an army, it's an act of war.
No army. Do you know where they keep
One-man
me?
army.
You're going to Dawn. A one-handed man. Alone.
Never said I was going alone.
Interesting. He just said no army. So who is he gonna take?
And music, I adore music, but
This
no
guy.
flutes. People eat
pigeon pie.
They be putting shit in that pie. Don't eat
They
the pie.
certainly do, my dear. I was very sorry to hear about your father.
No, you weren't.
Thank you. Wallace will be marrying Sir Willis Bracken.
Hmm.
We made a deal, your sister and I.
I would have advised against that.
How is this good for me?
But you're going to come with me and help me with something important. And when we return, I'm going to give you a much better girl and a much better castle.
Return from where?
As far south as south goes.
Ooh. The Dornish people are pissed off, especially the one girl that was married to the prince, or whatever they were to each other. There's Marcella. Is she plotting?
Your brother was murdered. And you sit here in the water gardens, staring at the sky and doing nothing.
Oberyn was slain during a trial by combat. By law, that is no murder.
What will you do about his death?
I will bury him. I will mourn for him.
And then?
You would have me go to war.
The whole country would have you go to war.
Then we are lucky the whole country does not decide.
You don't want to fight.
The Sand Snakes are with me. They have the love of their people. They will avenge their father while you sit here in your chair doing nothing.
Another war to come.
Oberyn is dead. This Lannister girl skips about the water gardens, eating our food, breathing our air. How many of your brothers and sisters do they have to kill? Let me have her. Let me send her to Cersei. One finger at a time.
I loved my brother. And you made him very happy. For that, you will always have a place in my heart. But we do not mutilate little girls for vengeance. Not here. Not while I rule.
And how long would that be?
That was a threat. I know a threat when I see one. Watch your cups. Watch your porn. I don't know. Y'all like poison too much for me. She wears a snake on her damn finger. Don't trust.
You're sorry
that
that too
bitch.
conspicuous.
Don't trust nobody.
Anyone can see you coming from a mile off. Of course you haven't found any sons of the Harpy.
Sons of
You
the
haven't,
Harpy.
have you? My second sons, on the other hand, drink, whore, fight in the streets. They blend in. They overhear things in taverns. Follow people from the taverns to nice, quiet alleys. Break a few fingers, overhear a few more things. Before you know it,
Bad intel?
No one here. You're afraid? Unsullied, fear nothing.
right. Well, that's your problem. You understood fear once long ago, but you've forgotten what it means. Someone who's forgotten fear has forgotten how to hide. Fear is useful that way.
Was he the one wearing the mask?
Sons of the Harpy. They want to put a collar back on my neck. On all of our necks. Please, Your Grace. You must kill him.
It would send a message.
I think you should exercise restraint, Your Grace.
Why?
For one thing, he may have valuable information.
Well, the son of the Harpy has no more valuable information.
How do you know that?
Because I questioned him.
And the information you did get, he is young and poor.
He is born free.
Why should he want to bring back slavery? What did it do for him?
Perhaps the only thing that gave him pride was knowing that there was someone lower than he was.
They pay him. Great families afraid to do a thing. They pay poor men to do it for
And
them.
how do you know this?
Everyone knows this.
I don't know it, and I'm the head of a great family.
We do not know what this man did or didn't do. Give him a trial, at least. A fair trial. Show all the citizens of Marine that you're better than those who would depose you. Teach them a better way.
I do not know the place from where old Sir comes. Things maybe are different there, I hope. But here, in Marine, before Daenerys Stormborn, they own us. So we learn much about them. Or we do not live long. Mercy, fair trial. These mean nothing to them. All they understand is blood.
Well, that's fucking difficult.
Thank you all for your counsel.
Because it's like trying to show somebody a different way, but that way means nothing to them. They just see it as weakness.
A word, please.
And that makes you look weak.
About what?
And then they continue
About
doing what
your
they're
father.
doing.
About the Mad King.
The Mad King. Your hate reminds me of my enemy's lies. Consider me reminded.
Your Grace, I served in his King's Guard. I was at his side from the first. Your enemies did not lie. When the people rose in revolt against him, your father set their towns and castles aflame. He murdered sons in front of their fathers. He burned men alive with wildfire and laughed as they screamed. And his efforts to stamp out dissent led to a rebellion that killed every Targaryen except 2.
I'm not my father.
Now you're rest. Thank the gods that the Mad King gave his enemies the justice he thought they deserved. And each time it made him feel powerful and right until the very end.
That's real counsel.
I will not have the son of the Harpy executed without a fair trial.
It's so hard though when you have 8 different people in the room telling you different things. It's usually not until her one-on-one conversations that she makes a
You might
decision.
accidentally consume some solid food.
She can be reasoned, but it's
to come
just
with you, did I
one-on-one,
misrepresent my intentions? Let's go for a walk.
No.
How many dwarves are there in the world? It's because they're going to kill them all.
Not him.
Yes, she
You tried to
is.
deceive your queen. Shall I throw him in a cell, your grace?
It will be necessary, Sir Meryn. I don't want to dissuade the other hunters. Mistakes will be made.
Thank you, your grace. Thank you.
Take the head.
Admiral, your grace, I would take it if you don't mind. It could prove useful for my work.
Very good.
Ruthless. This is a mean lady. Gonna kill every fucking dwarf.
In light of your position as commander of the Lannister armies, it would please the king if you would serve as his master of war. No man living better deserves the title.
That is kind of you to say. I would like to hear it from the king himself.
The king is very busy at this moment.
He should be here, learning what it means to rule.
He is learning. On this occasion, in his capacity as ruler, he's asked me to speak on his behalf.
I did not return to the capital to serve as your puppet, to watch you stack the small council with sycophants. Sending your own brother away so he won't
My
be
brother
present.
has left the capital to lead a sensitive diplomatic mission.
What mission?
That is not your concern as master of war.
I do not recognize your authority to dictate what is and is not my concern. You are the Queen Mother, nothing more.
That was a smack on the lips.
You would abandon your king in his time of need.
If he wants to send for me, I will be waiting for him at Casterly Rock.
I love when somebody put her in that place. It's about time. Not many people do it enough. So many people do like their heads.
I ordered Mance Rayder burnt at the stake. You prevented that order from being carried out.
He did.
You showed mercy to Mance Rayder.
He deserves
King's
mercy.
word is law. Perhaps you should ask Sir Davos how much mercy I show to lawbreakers. Show too much kindness, people won't fear you. If they don't fear you, they don't follow you.
With respect, Your Grace, the free folk will never follow you, no matter what you do. You're the man who burned their king alive.
Who then?
Don't say you.
You?
No. Only one of their own.
Do you know this wretched girl? Lyanna Mormont?
The Lord Commander's niece.
Lady of Bear Island. And a child of 10. Asked her to commit her house to my cause. That's her response.
Bear Island knows no king but the king in the north, whose name is Stark.
That amuses you.
Apologize, Your Grace. Northerners can be a bit like the free folk, loyal to their own.
Glad they still got some
My
loyalty
brother
in the
Robert
end.
went on often and loudly about how difficult it was to control me, even with your father's help.
The Northerners are
The Night's
stubborn.
Watch elects a new Lord
We've seen that with
Commander.
the cost stock.
Sir Alistair Thorne is going to win.
Most likely.
Unpleasant man. He thinks you're a traitor. What's your life going to be like here at the wall with Thorne in command?
Unpleasant, I expect.
Your bravery made him look weak. He'll punish you for it. I don't punish men for bravery. I reward them.
I don't doubt it, Your Grace. But I'm a brother of the Night's Watch. I've pledged them my life, my honor, my sword. I don't know what I have left to give you.
You can give me the North.
I can't. Even if I wanted to, I'm a bastard. The snow.
Kneel before me. Lay your sword at my feet. Pledge me your service and you'll rise again as Jon Stark, Lord of Winterfell.
That's crazy.
I'll make you a Stark with the stroke of a pen. It's the first thing I ever remember wanting.
They just unbastardized
king. Just like that, would never be the bastard of Winterfell again.
I say do it. Fuck it. Go get your fucking revenge. Go get justice.
I couldn't be happier for you. I'm gonna refuse him.
I knew it. That's the Jon Snow way.
you'd be Lord of Winterfell.
I swore a vow to the Night's Watch. If I don't take my own word seriously, what sort of Lord of Winterfell would I be?
He doesn't think he deserves it.
Does anyone wish to speak for candidates before we cast our tokens for the 998th Lord Commander of the Night's Watch?
Do not vote
Sir
for
Alistair
Alistair,
Thorne is
y'all
not just a knight,
idiots.
he's a man of true
Fuck
nobility.
him.
He was acting commander when the wall came under attack and led us to victory against the wildlings.
He got
He's a
dragged
veteran of
off.
100 battles and has been a defender of the Watch and the Wall almost all of his life. He's the only true choice.
John, go up there and run for candidacy. Sam, cast your vote for John.
Sir
Put
Dennis
him up there.
Alistair joined the Watch as a boy and has served loyally longer than any other ranger. Through 10 winters he served. As commander of the Shadow Tower, he kept the wildlings away. We could do no better.
If there's no one else, we will begin the voting. The triangular
Sam, go put him up
tokens
there.
count for Sir Alistair Thorne. The square
Sam
tokens
look like he wants
for
to.
Sir Dennis Marister. Each
Mr.
brother
Raymond.
will-
I knew it. Here it come. Vote Jon Snow.
Charlie, go on.
Sam Watali.
Sam the Slayer. Another wildling lover, just like his friend Jon Snow. How's your lady love, Slayer?
Her name was Gilly. Brother Flint knows her quite well. They carried together in the larder during the battle for the wall.
Lies!
A wildling girl, a baby, and Lord Janus.
Yes, he was.
Sir Alistair fought bravely, it is true. When he was wounded, it was John who saved us. He took charge of the wall's defence. He killed the Magna of the Thanes. He went north to deal with Mance Rayder, knowing it almost certainly meant his own death. Before that, he led the mission to avenge Lord Commander Mormont. Mormont himself chose John to be his steward. He saw something in John, and now we've all seen it too.
John don't
He
want
may be
this, but I
young,
love it.
but he's the commander we turned to when the night was darkest.
He won't be Lord of Winterfell. Let him be Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. He deserves that at least.
Can't argue with any of them.
Yeah, so shut your ass up and sit the fuck
But
down.
who does Jon Snow want to command?
Night's Watch or the Wildlings?
Everyone knows he loved a wildling girl. He spoke with Mance Rayder many times. What would have happened in that tent between those two old friends if Stannis' army hadn't come along? We all saw him put the king beyond the wall out of his misery. Do you want to choose a man who has fought the wildlings all his life? Or a man who makes love to them?
A man who can broker peace between the two of them is who I would pick. Someone who wouldn't have us at war.
It is
all
time.
fucking life. If y'all are smart, y'all vote Jon Snow or the Shadow motherfucker. Just do not put Alistair up there. John, go write your own goddamn name and put it in the damn bowl. If he don't win, I'm finna write a letter. That little one better be Alistair. Cause who the fuck?
Appears to be a tie, Master.
He gets the deciding vote. Jon Snow! Jon Snow! Jon Snow, baby! That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Fuck you, Alistair. See, some of these Targaryens ain't so bad.
You.
What the fuck do you want?
What have you got there?
None of your goddamn business.
I said.
It's always the ones that want
Yeah.
to challenge her. Just cause she little.
Turn around.
Or get stuck with the pointy
Nice
end,
little sword.
motherfucker.
Worth 100 pieces of sword like that?
She know where to stab.
Nothing's worth anything to dead men.
Go!
Who are you? Why were they scared of you?
You lost this.
It's Jaqen motherfucker. Whatever the fuck his last name was.
You said there was no Jack and Hagar here.
There isn't. A man is not Jaqen H'ghar.
Well, who are you then?
No one. And that is who we're going to become.
Interesting. Well, go on. Thank God it was him. Equal peoples in my book. Don't kill him. Oh, you might have just made him a martyr. No more free trial.
Why?
Ashe, Misa.
Siri Andros.
She has to uphold it. She didn't want to. But she has to stand by her beliefs or no one else will. I mean, fuck. I mean, if she was able to send Dror away, of course she was going to be able to arrest him.
She should have cut off the traitor's head in the Great Pyramid and been done with it.
That's what I keep telling her to do to you.
Kivi so dari drevi me lux vestretan. Se pa djevi remi? Inot dranjedat. Gjahe e danje me gjere otolion. Zakon kostos tau.
This is a lot.
Misa. Kodlo. Ingilere.
Merino pastie de rene jumbiles. Se visa valaziri osentas.
I don't think this is a good idea. I think we're setting the wrong example here. I know she don't want to, but I don't want them to be pissed at her. Damn. That's what I was worried about. Pissed him off. This is what I was worried about. I knew that was a bad idea. I knew this was a bad idea. You do not want to piss the people off. So what, the former slave masters are fighting the free? And also simultaneously attacking Danny? That was just a bad move, Danny.
Last time God outside your door
Made him
tonight,
a
you
martyr.
rest.
You all got tonight.
Leave me.
She just lost the support of her people. She got lost the support of her dragons. I fear she's just making too many bad decisions. It's like Rob. He started making bad decisions and he died because of them, on top of other voodoo shit. But I don't want that to happen to her. She just... I know it's so hard, like, forcing yourself into power and then trying to make rules and enforce them and hold everybody accountable, and she has a thing about people betraying her and going against her wishes, especially when they're close to her. It's just so much. Drogon? Motherfucker, you been snatching up children. Where you been? You don't look hungry. Don't bite a hand off. Okay. I don't know, he just was looking kind of crazy. He laughed her. Well, this episode was a bit much. Now I'm getting worried for Danny again. Not only does she have these Harpo people against her, she just turned her people that loved her against her because they all was like snake. Like, oh, she's a traitor. She's supporting the slavers. That's how they look at it. What would I do? What would I do? I would have gave him the fair trial too. You can't just sentence some to death and give the other one a fair trial. The one that didn't deserve the fair trial, that deserved death, got the fair trial, but ended up dying anyway. The one that deserved the fair trial got the death. So that does look bad. She was trying to set the example that if you're a traitor, if you go against the law and you kill somebody who's waiting their fair trial, that's punishable by death. But they didn't give a fuck. They all just started attacking. So now a bunch of people are dead. And where's the justice going to be at? I don't know. You need to set... Okay, so there's a law. I'm assuming everybody knows what the law is. It's probably not too many rules. You just can't be a slave owner. People are free. You can't take people's freedoms. I'm sure murder and all that other stuff's illegal. But you have to have somebody to enforce that. Because even in the real world, people don't follow the rules. They're always going to be extremists. So I guess that's what her Unsullied do. But they never catch anybody because they always see them coming. The Second Sons are saying, y'all got to know how to blend in and do this and learn what it means to fear and be able to think like these people. And that's the only way you're going to catch them. So yeah, I don't know what to do. I don't know what I would do. Like, how do you get your point across without pissing everybody the fuck off and pissing off the wrong people, your supporters? That's tough. She always has so many decisions to make. And, like, she wants to focus on capturing Westeros, but it's like, damn, I got to learn how to rule here first and make the mistakes here because I can't make them over there. Even though I feel like Westeros would be a bit more easier to rule because they don't have the issue of slavery and having to deliver justice to former slaveholders, deal with them when they rebel. Then you're pissing off the free folk. Like there's too many different classifications of people that you have to try to please or at least keep at bay. And versus everybody in Westeros everything's black and white there. You're a lord or you're lesser than, but like there are levels to your, lords, kings, queen. And of course, it's getting a bit more complicated when people start declaring themselves King of the North and all this stuff. I understand that. But there is a hierarchy already pre-established versus Essos, I think this was called. They just do whatever the fuck they want. They just have their territories that are controlled by rulers. And it's like, okay, well, I got to take each territory, take down its masters, but I'm not slaughtering them all. I'm making them live in this new system, but then some of them are rebelling and retaking slaves, and I got to go deal with that. And then there's just like always a constant problem. Like, how the fuck do you maintain order without being, a dictator, without being vicious? And like, it is difficult to try to be a fair, just ruler, but also stern and fierce, and it's tough. I don't even know what advice I would give her. And then you got all these advisors who all have different opinions and different ways they want you to do stuff. And you have to decide from their counsel. I don't know. She's in a fucking shitty position. I don't know. And then you got your dragons, which were, your armor. They're not listening. They're doing whatever the fuck they want. I was praying he didn't bite her hand off because he's just in a rebellious stage. But they have always been the closest out of all her dragons, her and Drogon. But he just be doing his own thing now. Like, they're grown and they don't want to listen. So, like, what the fuck? It's not like she could chase after them. They fly. So, I don't know. But on to the next part. Jon is Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. Thank fucking God. I hate Sir Alicent. I did not want him to get that position. Now, Jon is the boss. He's a steward to no one. No one can boss him the fuck around. He can get shit in order. That's what I've been saying, I think, a while ago. I was saying if Jon can find a way to lead that place, there will be training. There will be fairness. There can be a change in structure and rules. Like, I think it's going to be a much happier place there. A much better, more disciplined place. Because Jon's not a hating ass bitch. Like the one dude said, Alistair's just going to torture you because you made him look weak. Jon don't be thinking like that. Jon is going to praise the people who deserve praise and reward them. You know, he's going to punish the people who need to be punished. He's going to discipline folks. He's going to train folks. Like, he is a fair leader. I'm happy for him. And he had a lot of good opportunities here. He could have also been Lord of Winterfell, but he's like, I don't think I deserve that yet. I think eventually he'll get there. If he doesn't get it, I think Sansa or Bran will. Arya, she's a bit young. I could also see her doing it one day, but she's, again, her storyline's so far disconnected from everybody else's. Because she's always so far away and at the mercy of others. I will say now she's not at the mercy of anybody, but we'll get to her. I think Jon, this is the first step of him learning leadership as well, and preparing him not only... I could see him being king one day. Like, not just king in the north, but sitting on the Iron Throne. But that's a long prediction that I would have to think through, because we still got many wars to come, which is going to change the hierarchy of things as it is. So, for now, I think the Night Watch is in good hands. And then the White Walkers are eventually going to come and fuck shit up. But hopefully Jon will be ready for that. I'm so happy for him. Finally, something good is happening to him. Stannis didn't punish him too bad. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, Stannis he's stern, and he do punish people, but he let Jon go because he sees the value in Jon. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with the next conversation between those two, with, you know, now that Jon has a new position. Bless Samwell Tarly in his heart for nominating Jon, and bless the people's heart for voting for him. And I know Jon will allow what's her face to stay. Sam's girl, Gilly, and the baby, so they'll be in good hands now. So she don't have to worry about being sent away, because Alistair would have sent her ass away, and Sam would have died trying to go with her. So blessings on blessings. Look at God, and I ain't talking about the Lord of Light. Anyway, yeah. So I don't know what Sansa's gonna do next, because he ain't got the wildling support. He never will. So he's gonna have to re-strategize. Arya found Jaqen Ha, whatever the fuck, or whatever name he goes by. Good for her. He's a good person. From what I've seen, he's done nothing but help her. She did help him, and he repaid it, and even so more now. I'm sure they'll teach her how to fight better. She's probably going to spend a while here. I don't see any drama so far other than, you know, the local peasants who like to rob, steal, and kill. Of course, Braavos is not above all that. But, yeah, I'm interested to see what storyline she'll get. Brienne, she's pursuing Sansa and Littlefinger, because most people know Littlefinger's a motherfucker. But yes, Sansa's weary of strangers, and she knows kind of exactly who Brienne is. She doesn't know of her character, but she knows she's wearing Lannister armor. She bowed to Joffrey. Sansa took notice to all of that. But like Brienne said, I had to do those things just as you had to do the things you did. And so their story's not done yet. I didn't think they were going to get to cross paths. I thought they were going to send Brienne into a new trajectory, but they found each other. So we'll see what happens with that. Praying for Brienne and Podrick's safety. Cersei's trying to speak on behalf of her son. She's grasping at straws here, right? Tywin had mad respect. Joffrey was feared. Tommen, we don't even see him, so Cersei's trying to do things on his behalf, but the one dude from Castle Rock, he would not have, and he's like, I don't take orders from you. I'm not interested in being one of your little puppets. I ain't one of your little friends. And he said, if the king want me, the king come talk to me, and I'll be waiting. The rest of them, they took their positions happily, but yeah, not everybody's going to follow Cersei's bullshit, and she's worried that Marjorie's going to slowly take over, and then Cersei will be withered away, and she has nothing left. Joffrey's dead. Marcella's gone. Her dad's gone. Jaime may not come back because he's going on a mission to Dorne, which is also very interesting, especially because that lady, Prince Oberyn's beloved, is angry and wants revenge. So if she catch up with him, yeah, he better pray. And she's plotting against Marcella, so we'll see what happens with that. Because if they kill Marcella, Cersei's gonna go to war. So that'll be interesting. There's just so much potential in what could happen. This was a really good episode, y'all. I'm excited. They're setting up so much stuff that I don't know what's gonna actually get to launch. You know what I mean? Like, they set up storylines and then things happen and some storylines just don't get to do what they were supposed to do. Because let me have the White Walkers were supposed to attack long ago. And Rob was gonna fucking fight Tywin and they was gonna go to battle, and yeah, I had it all written out and the Red Wedding took that from me. So yeah, we still ain't seen the Greyjoys, so I don't know when they gonna get attacked. But his name been fucking talked up since since season 3 when Melisandre first did that shit, and he still ain't died yet. So we'll see. But they're talking about taking out Sir Bolton, which is good, and then we got to get Walter Frey's ass. So with that all being said, I'm praying on their downfall. I'm hoping Jon has a great run as leader of the Night's Watch, the Lord Commander. Hope Arya lives a prosperous life. Hopefully Dany gets it the fuck together and people don't fuck her shit up too much. Hopefully this dog will chill the fuck out. And with that being said, I will catch y'all next week for another set of episodes of Game of Thrones. Season 5 is treating me all right so far. So far so good. Peace out, y'all.